Hey then, welcome to After Work. My name is Valentine, and in this video we're going to be talking about why it's hard to find a data science job as a person who's looking towards transitioning into data science. You could be someone who has just finished a bootcamp pertaining to data science, or basically a learning experience pertaining to data science, and now looking towards venturing into this particular field of data science. So we'll go through 3 key reasons why that may be the case, why you might find it hard to get a job or find a suitable job. And hopefully once you've gotten these insights, you will be in a position to sit down and just think about different ways that you could enhance whether it's your resume or your approach when it comes to basically finding data science jobs. So let's begin with the first reason. A critical a main reason why you might not be able to find a data science job is that the current job opportunities pertaining to data science require experienced data scientists, and that is expected, because many organizations that are looking towards leveraging data might want experts who are much more informed in handling data, and it could be that these particular experts would be the first ones in the organization, so they would be the go-to persons when it comes to matters data. And organizations don't actually want to hire data science beginners or persons who are not experienced in handling data, because they want to hire the best person who's going to figure out what the business needs pertaining to data, and someone who can be able to help out when it comes to resolving problems pertaining to data, and eventually even grow a team that's able to help the organization solve just data related problems. So the first reason would be that the current job opportunities require experienced data scientists. How can you be able to go about that particular reason as a person who's applying for jobs? I mean, do more projects, do as many projects as possible to build up that experience, so that when you're applying for a particular job, recruiters can see that you have experience in a certain area rather than having no experience at all. Alright, so that's the first thing. The second thing, the second reason why you might find it hard to find a data science job would be that data science jobs are diverse, and the learning experiences that you might or have undertaken would probably have gotten to give you some exposure to just general data science skills and equip you with those particular general data science skills. Whereas jobs across organizations pertaining to data science are usually diverse. Within one organization, you might find a data scientist solving a problem pertaining to maybe optimization. Within another organization, you might find a data scientist doing something to do with research, machine learning research. In another organization, data scientists would be persons who would be doing data analysis work. So there is a variance of what data science experts or data scientists do across different organizations. And most of the learning experiences that we tend to do, or even the one that you have gone through, might just equip you with general data science skill and not really focused on one particular area. Maybe if it's performing A/B testing, maybe the program that you did not cover something of that sort. So it's up to you then to figure out a way of supplementing what you have already learned with possible data science jobs that you would eventually want to apply for. So as a first step towards now solving this particular aspect would be just look for jobs that you are much more interested in when it comes to working as a data scientist. Then if that job entails a lot of machine learning work, Then try as much as you can to equip yourself with the tools that are required for that particular role. And most of the job descriptions that you might find online would have some requirements in terms of the tools that you need to learn about them. And have a few projects pertaining to that particular role that you can always showcase still as part of your resume. And later onwards, if you do get to other stages within the hiring process, you can always be able to talk a bit more about your thought process, your thinking, and the kinds of problems that you solved in those projects. All right, so that was the second reason why it's hard for you to find a data science job. And the third and the final reason that you're going to be covering in this video would be that sometimes you might not have aligned your resume and even later onwards answers to interviews to the role that you meant to, the role that you're applying for. So if you find a machine learning engineer job somewhere and you decide to apply for it, your resume might not necessarily talk about the projects pertaining to machine learning engineer kinds of jobs. And that is something that you need to always highlight. Like whatever resume that you prepare, you need to ensure that that resume is tailored towards that particular role, so that the recruiters themselves can be able to see the actual candidate that they're looking for in your resume, as opposed to just seeing a general resume that may not necessarily be a fit to what they imagine is that particular person who they're looking for would have. So that's the final reason that there might be some misalignment of your resume. And even later onwards, when you're going through the interviews, if you do get to that point, you also need to align your answers to an extent to now the role that you're going to be undertaking. All right, so basically those are the three reasons pertaining to why it's hard for you to find a data science job within the market that you're in. This is applicable to different markets too. So the first reason was that current job opportunities require experienced data scientists. The second reason would be that data scientist jobs across many across many organizations are diverse. So you need to align yourself to just one particular kind of a role that you envision to undertake in the future. The third bit would be to also, third reason would be a misalignment between your resume as well as answers posed in interviews. Misalignment between now those particular your resume and those answers to now the role that you're applying for. If you do get to work on those few tips that we've mentioned, hopefully you will be in a position to be a better candidate and even acquire that particular role that you desire to finally get as part of your application process. All right, so that's it. If you did love some of the tips that we've shared in this video, be sure to give this video a thumbs up so that other persons who would also benefit, who could potentially benefit from this video, can get recommended by YouTube. And if you would want to be informed when we post such future videos, be sure to subscribe, and see you in the next video.